Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in for another best class setup video for Call of Duty Ghosts. Today we're going to be covering the unusual weapon, the ARX-160 assault rifle, the weapon that you guys have been asking me to cover for a long time now, and it's going to be an interesting one because the weapon is very interesting indeed. If you guys missed last episode, I covered the Bulldog shotgun. Definitely go and check that out, it'll be linked within the description within the best class setup video playlist. Within that playlist you can see all of the weapons I covered so far, so go and check out that playlist, and if you have any weapons that I haven't covered that you'd like me to cover in the near future, just leave it as a comment down below and I'll try and get that sorted for you guys as soon as possible. So the ARX is a very interesting weapon indeed. As I said, it's categorized within the assault rifle class, but technically this weapon acts and behaves a lot more like a submachine gun than it does an assault rifle, which is very unusual, but that is the case. It actually has a decent amount of kick, its damage drops off significantly at longer ranges, which is something you'd expect for a submachine gun class and not an assault rifle class. It also has a built-in laser sight, which basically acts as steady aim, giving you better hip fire, which can help for close range combat. So with this weapon, you want to be using it and trying to be a little bit more aggressive and trying to use it in more submachine gun-like situations. Here, you'll see a lot of kills with me actually killing people that are very close to me, and it works very, very effectively indeed. But if I was at longer ranges, because of the kick of this weapon, because of the fact that damage drops off so much, it's actually a lot more of a struggle. And it's one of the reasons why I don't use this weapon too much, is because it's not a great assault rifle, and there are also better submachine guns in this game, so it sort of doesn't really fit into any category. But in terms of the attachments, I've gone for the red dot sight so that the sights are as clear as possible, because personally I don't like the standard iron sights that come with this weapon. Certainly with the kick as well, partnering bad iron sights with a lot of kick means it's hard to stay on target. So I've gone for the red dot sight and also the foregrip, just so I can be as accurate as possible with this weapon if I do come into longer range situations where I need to try and hit the target and be as accurate as possible. In terms of the perks, it's an interesting one. Normally for a submachine gun class, I'd throw in a lot of 2-point perks or 1-point perks. But since this is categorized as an assault rifle, it moves very slowly when you're aiming down sight. So you've got to try and make up for its weaknesses while also playing to its strengths. So I've gone for, in terms of the perks, Stalker. So this weapon can still compete with the submachine guns when I'm aiming down sight, meaning I can be agile. I've also gone for Dead Silence, just so I can stay off the enemy's sound systems if they are using perks such as Amplify and maybe using a good headset. I've also gone for Focus. You know what Focus is all about. Basically means that you don't get quite as much kick when you're being shot at. I use this on literally every single class setup. Fully loaded, which is my personal preference when it comes to making sure my weapon has as much ammo as possible. But again, you guys can use Scavenger if you wish. And then finally, Hardline. Hardline will mean that I can get to those streaks 1 kill earlier, and then 2 assists will also add up for a kill, which is really useful for this weapon because I find that it honestly isn't a great weapon in any of the categories. It's sort of just a mid-range weapon at everything. So having Hardline means that if I do get a bunch of kills, I can get those streaks earlier, and once the streaks are called in, it can help me progress throughout the game and do as well as possible. In terms of the streaks, I've gone for the standard Satcom, Guard Dog and Battle Hind. As I always say, unfortunately there isn't a very large mixture of streaks within this game, and these three are honestly just probably the best group of streaks to have within Call of Duty Ghosts. But feel free to mix it up, feel free to use the IMS. Sometimes I like to use the IMS on my close range classes, so that could always be switched out for the Dog. The Sentry Gun and also the Trinity Rocket are also great streaks, and the higher up ones are fun to aim for if you like a little bit more of a challenge. But there we go, guys. That has been my best class setup for the ARX-160. Let me know how you get on with this class in the comment section down below. I know a lot of you guys use these weapons and do fantastically well. On screen here, you can check out more videos as well from my main channel and also my second channel, More Ali. If you haven't seen my second channel, definitely go over there and subscribe. Lots of awesome videos that you wouldn't expect to see on this channel. But hopefully you've enjoyed, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode, and I'll catch you guys on another video.